Welcome to 5 Minutes With. Today's guest, Cloverdale Catholic School kindergarten teacher, Kristine Manuel. Hey everybody, welcome to 5 Minutes With. I'm so happy to welcome bright up-and-coming teacher at Cloverdale Catholic School, our kindergarten teacher, Miss Kristine Manuel. Welcome, Kristine.
Thank you, Jason.
Now, Kristine, I want you to tell us the story of how you started working at Cloverdale. From my perspective, we needed a teacher, and Maria knew of a teacher in Korea, and she hunted you
That's
down
right.
and dragged you back.
Yes,
How
she
did
did.
that work? What happened from your end?
Okay, from my end, I was working in South Korea, and then she messages me on Facebook out of the blue saying, "Hey, when are you coming back? Because we have a position available." And I told her my contract wasn't up until October. She says, "Well, as soon as you can, email Jason right away because there's a spot opening up." And yeah, so we kind of communicated back and forth, and there was even a Skype interview with you one time where I had to wake up at like 5 in the morning and like dress up, and then it got canceled. So
Did I
I was,
cancel?
I think you postponed it,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but I was half dressed, so I'm like, well, that's okay. And then I just went back to bed. And then as soon as my contract ended, I contacted you, and then I got an interview like 2-3 days after I landed, and then that was it.
Yeah, and it's been all good since then.
Oh yeah,
And it was challenging at first, I know, jumping into the middle of a kindergarten year and
hmm
replacing a teacher who was a veteran teacher who was doing an outstanding job. That's a hard thing to do.
yeah. And I didn't even get to see her because she had to go leave earlier than expected, right? So usually when you kind of cover like a mat leave, you have days where you get to meet up and share stories or just figure out what to do. But I didn't really get to do that. So we were emailing a lot too.
Well, I'm glad you stuck it out.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Hey, maybe I'm interested in your Korean experience. What did you
Yeah.
do in Korea? And like, what is it like there? Because I have never been.
Well, I was there for 2 years and I taught English, but I wasn't in the big cities. I was in a smaller city. So when I got there, I was assigned to three different schools. In my main school, I taught English to grade 5 and 6 twice a week. And then my other school, which is quite far away, I taught grades 3, 4, 5, and 6 one day a week. And then my other school, I only taught 5 and 6s for one day a week. And it was pretty easy work. We would follow the textbook a lot, and the teachers would kind of use me as their English speaker. So I would speak to them in English a lot, and then they could kind of try to listen for accents and how to properly pronounce words and stuff like that,
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
help them out with writing. Yeah,
Did you learn to speak Korean while you were there?
I did. I did a bit. I've forgotten quite a bit now, so I might
I
have
think
to go back and visit to
we
pick it up
tried to
again.
use you. We tried to use you as a translator once or twice, I think.
Yes. Well, I when I see the Korean moms outside, sometimes I'll say hello and surprise them, but
Yeah.
that's all I can really do right now.
안녕하세요, right? Yeah.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I know.
Well,
Uh,
I was gonna say I could teach you more, but you bring it to.
maybe not now because we only have 5 minutes. I wanted to ask you about some other stuff.
hmm
Because one of the things I love about our school is that we have so many cool young teachers, and I count you as one of them.
Oh,
Like,
yay.
I'm like almost old enough to be your dad. So, what kind of things do cool young people like you enjoy? Like, are you into music? What kind of music do you like?
Well, I'm into K-pop.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think it started just before I moved to Korea, and then it kind of got more intense. And then now I still like it, but not as much anymore. But
Right.
that's sort of what I still focus on a lot, and whatever's on the radio generally.
Do you like
Yeah,
those Korean dramas?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. There's so many of them, a lot of good ones, a lot of cheesy ones. But right now I can't really watch too much of them because of current situation. Like I have to make sure I'm ready for online classes and Zoom meetings, so it's
Yeah.
kind of cut back down. But come summer,
Yeah, one of my daughters started watching one and she liked it. Do you watch them with the captions on?
I do, just because it's faster. I do try to watch it without the captions, and surprisingly, I do understand a lot more, but it requires a lot of concentration. So I'd rather just have the captions on and kind of enjoy it more.
That's awesome. Well, you are a really interesting person, and I love your stories, and I love having you around the school, and I'm going to miss you a lot
Thank
next year.
you. Oh, I'm gonna miss you too. Oh, going to your room and just like, Jason.
I'm sure you always have a shoulder to cry on. Don't worry.
I know, I do. Everyone's great at CCS. I love it.
Thanks for joining me on 5 Minutes With.
Thank you.
See how fast that goes?
있는 여자 너는 선어해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선어해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선어해 밤이 오면